And the good news about that is that there's the water's very cold down there. There's no oxygen, so there's not a lot of fish life. There's no UV rays, and it'll be almost like her being put in a refrigerator. So that there will be evidence there. I've gotten reports myself that the Kelpo brothers are a little bit nervous because they don't feel as though she was taken out far enough and she's findable. And again, this is all rumors. But, what's happening now should have happened 2 years ago. I don't know if people from the Netherlands at that point in time was willing to get involved as much as they're involved now. And I know we was involved. I mean, we made this special attempt and very, very kindly, and I want to stress this, very kindly asked Paulus van der Sloot if we could search his property. And again, I want to use this word, he went ballistic.
And again...
So, we could have done it more gentle than this.
Right. Oh, absolutely. And again, back then when the search did happen, it was limited to Joran's apartment, and there were questions as far as the limited scope of the search warrant and interference and all that sort of stuff. You're not foreseeing any interference when you go back in June, Tim? If so, how would you deal with it?
Well, you know what? We're working on some things right now, Dana, that in a contact's going to be made here soon. We have not contacted authorities in Aruba. I'm thinking maybe now, and I talked to Dave earlier, today only about an hour ago, about, you know what, Dave, do we need to contact the people in the Netherlands or people in Aruba? And I think we're going to try to work with the people in the Netherlands, and hopefully they'll jump on board and help us do this. I don't know. That's a bridge we got to cross. I don't know if we're going to stay in Venezuela while we're doing a search or Aruba. I'm sure we're not the most popular people in Aruba.
Right.
But again, I would like to see the people in Aruba be able to get their life back together. Dave and Bess get their life back together, and let's bring some closure to this. It's been too long. Somebody knows something. I think I know what it is, and I'm not going to say anything to get involved in a slander suit, but I think it's evident what happened.
Tim Miller from Texas EquiSearch is joining me this evening. We're talking about the recent developments in the Holloway investigation. Again, it may be a little unfair for me to ask, but the search that's going on right now, we see the searchers with long rods, we see dogs, we see information coming across or hear information coming across the cable news channels that say one thing and somebody else says another. What would the dogs be for? What would those long rods be for, Tim?
Well, them rods, and I want to make this real clear too, those rods they put them rods down in the ground 4 or 5 feet, and they put them probably every foot apart, every square foot, and they'll wait 30, 40 minutes, and what that does is that aerates the ground, and then that will let a scent come out of the grounds, and then if the dog's alert on that, they will certainly dig it up. So, no, those rods are to aerate the ground to try to get some scent out of the ground, and I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping they find Natalie there. I'm really not excited about going back to Aruba. I wish they could close this now, and I'm more excited about going to a funeral in Birmingham where Natalie deserves to be.
Absolutely. Just before I let you go, Tim, the search that you'll be doing in June, you figure a couple of weeks, there's obviously a huge cost involved for something like this. The pundits and the ne'er-do-wells out there are saying that you're in for this only for the money, but this isn't what any of this is about.
Oh, you know what? Let me tell you something, right off the bat. I went through 17 months. My daughter was missing. I know what these families go through. I was in San Antonio this weekend doing a search on a girl that's been missing 10 years. We didn't get a dime donation, and that's fine. We don't ask these families for anything. We've never asked Dave and Beth for anything. This is not about money. You know what? This is about bringing closure to a family. I know this for a fact. Dave and Beth can never have the opportunity to go through a grieving process until they know where their daughter's at. And the best place she could be right now, the only place she could be for them to grieve and get into that healing process, is at a grave site in Birmingham, Alabama. If somebody thinks I'm into this for the money, they need to come down to my office. They need to pay some of these bills. I'm building a laundromat right now that's taking care of a lot of EquuSearch stuff. I still do construction work, and we still do searches nonstop. So no, there's no money involved. Our books are open to anybody that wants to see them, and there's no money here. We're practically overdrawn right now. That's why we're having our fundraiser on May 19th. It's a hogs and horses again. We're serving barbecue. We're having 4 bands. We're giving away a brand new Harley Davidson that Stubbs Harley Davidson has helped us out with, so we can continue helping these families when they need us.
Absolutely, and
we don't we don't solicitate ourselves.
No.
We don't do anything. People call us, and you know what, Dana, we got real tears.
Right.
We cry at every one of these searches, and our hearts go out there. So this is not about money.
Absolutely, it's from the heart, and we all want the same result. I just want to clarify: is it later this week that you're heading to Aruba, or in June? We was
trying to go to Aruba tomorrow, in fact.
Mm-hmm.
And we're running into some problems with getting back in time, because this weekend we're actually helping out with a child's function at the League City Fair that we're set up at the kids station doing awareness, fingerprinting and stuff, and then we're also set up at a festival downtown Houston, which again is doing awareness and stuff. We try to do awareness, education, so we don't have to search for people also.
Right.
So we've ran into problems with flights on getting us back to continue helping our children here.
Well, I know
but June we're going to be there for sure. We thought we could get there this week and get back in time for our functions, but we still got our children right here in our backyard we need to take care of.
Well, I know we're all praying for you. The folks at Scared Monkeys wanted me to pass on to you that there will be holding a prayer vigil for you and your team for good luck, and we're all on your side. You folks at Texas EquuSearch do this for the heart and to help, and I appreciate your time with me tonight.
Well, Dana, I want to close with this one, too. I know that you and Red do this from your heart, too. There's no money. I've talked to Red a gazillion times. And Red struggles so much financially and stuff. You know what? And I don't believe majority of people realize people do stuff from their heart. And what you all do, what we do, what many of these organizations do. There's people around this country that do still have hearts. What the Mansuras do over there in Aruba, Jossie and Eduardo and Jossie Jr., what they've helped out with, and they've really put themselves at risk being on that small island.
Yep. But
they've rented equipment and boats and stuff, been out there all the time. There's people around the world that still have hearts, and I'm glad that I know a few of them.
Absolutely. It's my honor to know you too, sir. Thanks for dropping around.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.